St. Bee's Head, rocky promontory, sandstone, carrying crows, herring gulls. Stanley Hill, it's my middle name, my Christian name anyway. And behind those bulrushes, Stanley Pond. How interesting. This little gate. Glorious. Glorious. Look at that. Look at this. Beautiful. Diane, the pie shop in Cleator. Thank you so much. I had no cash, just card. They only take cash. She had been working from 1:30, 1:15 last night to make 700 pies. 700 pies. I think for the Sellafield people mostly. And I've got one of those. Thank you, Diane. I'm in a little tiny valley. I think it's called Oldale. It runs north-south, and I feel like I'm in a dream. It's like a dream I had when I was a young teenager of what a valley might be like. A kind of a slightly anxious kind of strange dream, a made-up world. I had no idea what a valley looked like, or even mountains. For some reason, I think I was about 13. It's before I visited the lakes for the first time. This kind of feels like that valley. I don't even know if you can see that. A teeny little stone circle off the road that runs more or less north-south in the direction of Ennerdale Bridge, and it's kind of northwest of the summit of Blakely Raise and northeast of the summit of Flatfell. And I really love these things. There's a number of stones here. They look about, how high are they? They're varying, some millimetre high, the rest are smaller, half a metre. This one's on its side, unfortunately. Every single stone circle, I used to go and visit them a lot when I first moved to the Lake District from London, and everyone I've ever seen is in a kind of upland area like this, surrounded by fells, and the circle has a big panoramic view. Castle Rig, Sunken Kirk. Not many I've seen so close to a little road, but it is quite a minor road. So good. So good. And I had a really cold night. Oh my god, it was so cold. I don't think I slept very much. I brought along, I didn't even think about the fact that this is 6 weeks since I did my last long walk. That was early August. This is the middle of September. And so I brought the bag that served me well, a very lightweight bag, Sept Summit. Now, it's labelled -2, but I had a look, that's the lower level, the comfort level is 4. I'd say it's a summer bag, a UK summer bag, and not anywhere near a 3-season bag. Even though it's September, it's only just crawled out of summer, the season. The nights are cold. I mean, not bitter cold, but cold. And so I've got a problem to solve. I did end up after just lying there freezing, not sleeping, I did end up getting out of the bags and putting on my hoodie, which made a little difference to my upper body. My legs, even with thermals on, stayed really cold. My feet were okay, I had socks on. So I've got a problem to solve. And this just entered a little area of trees. Pretty. Just been talking to a really nice couple who had a dog with them, beautiful dog, size of a greyhound, but it was a greyhound collie cross. His name is Douglas, and one of the things I've been thinking last time I did the Cumbria Way, and this time you meet quite a few people on the trail or in the hills, and it's really noticeable how positive and happy these people are. Now, whether it's chicken and the egg, whether they were positive, happy people anyway, or is it the fact that they are being active and connected with nature, in nature, walking, having adventures, having challenges, that makes them more positive, more happy, more generous, engaged, curious, all these things I notice. Almost everybody I meet, it's very, very interesting. But anyway, I had a good conversation with that couple who spent the night in hammocks, and we were talking about the cold. Anyway, I wanted to get Douglas's name in there. There's Pillar. I'm completely knackered. I feel really flat the last hour and a half. I stopped at the top of the valley there and just had a pause and put my feet in the water just to get some energy. I probably didn't eat very much last night and I had no breakfast, so I've just been munching on nuts. I actually feel like I need a litre of orange juice and a Mars bar just to get me over this hill up to, I'm trying to get to Honest Pass. So once I get over this hump, it should drop down to Honest Pass and then from there down, and that'll be good, downwards to Borrowdale. Bath for the night after a hard day. Is walking towards Derwentwater. Third beautiful morning. A few people paddleboarding. Skiddaw on the left, second highest mountain in England, and you can just see Blencathra on the right behind that cliff. Coast to coast. There's two miscalculations that I've made. One is that I'm not eating enough food, so I prefer to wild camp rather than use campsites, and I'm not staying in pubs and carrying all my cooking and my tent and my sleeping bag and all that stuff. And I've really eaten everything that I put in my rucksack up to now, and I've been kind of trying to not eat so much, so I'm running hungry all the time. That means that whenever I go ascend, I go flat quite quickly. The energy goes really flat. That's what I've noticed. The second, now that's not, I could stop and just take some detours and go to some cafes, and find some food. I've not been able to find food. No shops. The second more serious miscalculation is temperature. I brought the same bag that I used in July and August. It's meant to be a -2 bag, but that's not its comfort rating. Its comfort is 4. And let me just change hands. So its comfort rating is 4. But it felt like with the temperatures that we had at Ennerdale and in the Langstrath last night, really, really cold temperatures. The ground was really cold. I suspect the temperature was around about 3 or 4 degrees, which is incredible. It's been very, very warm during the day, no cloud. And we just had this rush of cold air as soon as the sun goes down, and the grounds got very, very, very cold. So one of the things, I had this sleeping bag, which is not really rated for these temperatures, and also I had an inflatable, which doesn't have insulation. It's comfortable, but no insulation. So the top of the inflatable was completely freezing, and so was the bag. So I wore everything last night. I had my thermals, I had my hoodie, I had a tracksters on, I had some Arctic socks, but my feet were okay actually. I was freezing. It was 10 hours, from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I think I'm pretty much awake the whole of that. And I'm not I don't sleep cold generally. I'm quite a warm person. I cold shower every day. I wild swim, but that cold I've had 2 nighs of that, 2 nights of no sleep. So I do need sleep tonight, and I can't have a third night of no sleep and enduring that misery of being so cold. So I decided to turn north up Borrowdale. I'm going to walk along the lake. I'm really hungry. And I'm going to eventually get some food, and I'll take it from there. Whether I stop this journey at this moment and carry on this journey at another point, or whether I have a change of heart after I've had some food and coffee, and do something slightly different, I'll let you know.